Summary of the Goal: A Process of Ongoing Improvement by Eliyahu M. Goldratt and Jeff Cox. In a small American town, Alex Rogo runs a factory for the company Unico that is failing. One day when he gets to work, his company division boss, Bill Peach, is already there. Peach is upset about a customer order that has been late for months, which is the case with most of Alex's plant's orders. He tells Alex that the last order must be shipped by that evening and that Peach will shut down the plant if Alex can't turn it around in 3 months. Alex and his production manager, Bob, manage to push everyone in the plant and get the order done by that night, but Alex knows that they can't keep running the plant in such a busy way. Even worse, Alex's wife, Julie, wants to go out with him that night, but Alex has to work all night at the plant, which upsets her. Alex gets the feeling at a division meeting that no one in their division really knows how to run a production system well. He remembers the advice his old boss, Jonah, gave him 2 weeks ago when they ran into each other at an airport. Even though they hadn't seen each other in years, Jonah knew right away what was wrong with the plant after Alex told him about it. Jonah told Alex that he needs to figure out what the manufacturing plant is all about. Now that Alex is getting bored at the division meeting, he leaves quickly to be alone and think. After a few hours, he decides that the goal of any business must be to make money, so he can judge the success of any action by whether it helps the plant make money. Alex talks to Lou, who is his top manager, about this idea. Lou agrees that it makes sense, but he thinks that they would need specific metrics to measure how well they are doing with that goal. Alex calls Jonah. Jonah tells Alex that he only needs to measure throughput, inventory, and running costs to find out if the business is making money. Throughput is a term for how much money a method for making things makes from sales. Inventory means that the money in that system is like raw materials or tools. Operating expense refers to the money needed to turn goods into throughput. The next day, Alex shows Bob, Lou, and Stacy, who is in charge of inventory control at the company, these new measures. They talk about whether the plant's new robots, which are efficient because they are always working, increase output or lose money by doing work that doesn't need to be done and making more inventory than is needed. They are still not sure what to do, so Alex chooses to take a flight overnight to see Jonah and ask for help. But Julie is mad at Alex for leaving without telling her. In New York, Jonah tells Alex that a plant where everyone is always busy is a wasteful, inefficient plant that might go bankrupt because the manufacturing process, which is a series of dependent events, can be damaged by statistical fluctuations. Alex doesn't get it, but Jonah leaves because he is late for a meeting. Alex and Julie fight about how little time Alex spends with Julie when he gets home. He says he will spend the whole weekend with her, but on Saturday he remembers that he also said he would go on a Boy Scout hike with his son Dave. During the walk, Alex sees that the hikers are a series of events that depend on each other, like steps in a manufacturing process. Each hiker's change in speed slows down everyone behind them in line. But he also knows that if he puts the slowest kids at the front of the line and the fastest kids at the back, he can cut down on delays and chaos. Alex is glad to have learned what he has, and he thinks he can use it at the plant. But when he and Dave get home from the hike, he finds out that Julie has left him. He asks his mother to move in and help him take care of the kids while he works and tries to find out where Julie went. Alex, on the other hand, sees the same delays because of random statistical changes in the plant, even though each machine and person is working well on their own. Alex and his team know that they need to work on improving the whole manufacturing system, not just one part of it. When Alex tells Jonah this, Jonah tells him that the next step is to find the bottlenecks in his plant. These are the tools and resources that are the slowest because they can't do as much. Since these slow down the whole production system, they need to be found. Alex and his team know that most of the items they make have to go through 2 slow tools that can't be made to work faster. Jonah says that since the slowest part of the industrial system is the bottleneck, if they can increase the capacity of the bottlenecks, they can increase the capacity of the whole system, which will increase their output. Jonah tells them how to improve how they use their bottlenecks to increase their output, and Alex and Stacy come up with a way to mark which parts need to be handled by the bottleneck tools. Alex learns that Julie lives with her parents and is thinking about leaving them. To stop this from happening, he starts going to see her several times a week and even takes her out on dates. In the meantime, the plant is getting better because it is getting rid of its extra stock and sending orders on time. The plant starts making money again in 2 months. Alex learns from Jonah how to let the bottleneck tools control the speed of the whole system and keep a steady flow of goods being made. But even though they are making good progress, Peach is not pleased. He tells Alex that in their 3rd month, he needs to see a huge 15% growth or he will still close the plant. Alex is feeling down, but Jonah is sure they can pull it off. As their next big step, Jonah suggests that Alex cut the number of parts in each batch in half. This cuts in half the time that parts have to wait to be handled and speeds up their rate of production even more. Alex and Julie spend more time together and keep working on fixing their relationship. After a few weeks of dating, Julie moves back into their house. Johnny Johns, who is in charge of sales for Unico's divisions, hails Alex for helping him get and complete hard orders. Alex's plant doesn't meet Peach's 15% growth demand because it doesn't use standard accounting methods, which don't match how it works now. But at Alex's monthly performance review, Peach tells him that he, Ethan Frost, Peach's top accountant, and Johnny Johns are being promoted to the next level of company administration. They like Alex's work so much that Peach makes him the new division manager and tells him to spend his last 2 months at the plant getting ready for his new job. Alex asks Jonah for help getting ready, and Jonah tells him to think about what he wants to learn. Alex thinks that he wants to learn how to run businesses of any size and how to run his own life better. Alex and Julie try to talk about what's going on in their minds and hearts every day. Alex, on the other hand, gets ready for his new job as division manager with the help of his team. He asks Lou and Bob to join him in the next class, but only Lou takes him up on the offer. Lou says he wants to come up with better cost accounting metrics that tell a more true story about the health of a business. Bob wants to take Alex's place as plant manager and learn how the plant makes things. Alex spends the next 2 months at the plant learning and taking care of small problems. Alex and Lou's new skills help Johnny Johns get a big deal with a French company. This is the company's first step into the European market. Alex and Lou keep studying and getting ready because they know they have a hard job ahead of them if they want to change the whole factory section.
About the author. Eliyahu Goldratt was born into a rabbinic Jewish family in 1947 before Israel became a state. Abraham Yehuda Goldratt, a writer and politician from Israel, was his father. Eliyahu Goldratt got his Bachelor of Science degree in Tel Aviv, Israel. He then moved to Ramat Gan, Israel, where he got his Master of Science and Doctor of Philosophy degrees. Goldratt worked as a consultant for Israeli factories for many years. Then he joined a software company to help make a new technology that would help factories improve their production plans. Even though many newspapers praised the technology as a revolutionary tool, Goldratt saw that managers often had the same wrong ideas about it after trying to use it in their workplaces that they had before. This cancelled out any positive effects. Goldratt spent 13 months writing his first business book, The Goal, which was about the basic ideas that drove the technology at his company. He did this to try to explain why managers need to change their basic ideas. Even though the book was a success in the end, Goldratt and his investors noticed that managers were using their ideas but not buying their company's technology. This caused sales to go down, which led to Goldratt's firing. Still, Goldratt kept writing business books and adding to his theory of constraints, which he first talked about in The Goal. He started study in consulting groups, and he came up with important industrial management ideas like thinking processes, the drum buffer rope method, and critical chain project management. Throughout his career, Goldratt kept pushing businesses to question their own beliefs and rethink how things were done in the past. He died in Israel in 2011 from cancer. Jeff Cox has written many business books with other people. In 1984, when he was just starting out as a writer, he co-wrote The Goal. Since then, he has written parts of best-selling business books like Hanging Fire, Selling the Wheel, The Quadrant Solution, and Zap.
Hope we summarized it fully and you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we are motivated to create more videos.